Alrighty. So here we are back playing some more Tropico 6. And we are on to, I believe this is episode number 6 of our tourism island playthrough. And last episode, we were getting, I would say, almost completely done with our entire first island. And I wanted to definitely try and move on to the second touristy island, which I wanted to be a bit of a larger island. Something, lots of skyscrapers all over the place. I'll probably end up building a bunch of offices to kind of break up the monotony of having too many of the same building over and over. Having a lot of offices will be pretty lucrative anyways. So let's get into it. Alrighty. So here we are, and we made the religious faction pretty upset last time we were playing. And I definitely want to finish up this entire island pretty quickly so we can start moving into the newest of islands. Let's see why the religious faction's so mad. It's due to our edicts, and there was something that I was looking at last time I played. And I was going to do something. I forgot exactly what it was. Oh, you know what it was? It was contraception ban. Increases religious standing by 25 points. But it's going to decrease intellectual standing by 20. But that is totally fine because of our improv theaters. Improv theaters are going to do better the more intellectuals we have on the island. So that all works together really, really well. I do remember I was thinking about something else, but let's go ahead and research. Ooh, we're researching marriage rights, and we have a couple of days, or like we got like a year and a half to get this done. And so I wanted to construct up wherever it is, the research station. I think that's what, not research station, but the research building, research lab. Yes, and there was like something that I was gonna do to, what's it called? Oh, you know, we could do it here. I think I like this spot. Yeah, this area is getting pretty wild, but yeah, we'll definitely do this. There's something else I was going to do, like, there was another faction that was gonna like get upset or something. The conservative faction, I wonder, legalized substances makes them rather upset. This is kind of annoying dealing with legalized substances because over time it's going to keep their opinion low, which means that we can't build as many turbines as quickly, but we'll figure a way around that. Nice, so now we have we're allies with the European Union. Nice, okay. Yeah, so we definitely want to try and get marriage rights done. Let's go ahead and quick build this. And as a matter of fact, I think it would probably be in our best interest. Oh, okay, so we need more electricity. And this is going to make the, what's it called, subset. Okay, now I'm starting to remember everything. Okay. We need something that'll generate electricity. But we don't have a lot of options, so do we even have, oh, it's just like we're right on the cusp of being like well off. 64 RPM, everything's on that, everything's here. We technically only need 2 wind turbines, but if I build 2 wind turbines, then the conservative faction's definitely going to be really upset with us. They're already upset we made this research lab. Okay, well, ultra diversity, conservatives would hate that even more. Gig economy. Let's go ahead and activate these.
Tourists, they are like animals. They are falling over themselves for a chance to give their hard-earned money to us. We have to capitalize on that. Quantity over quality. Less upkeep means more money for us. And what are a couple of bad reviews when there are so many tourists with low standards out there?
Okay, so let's go ahead and activate this. Upkeep costs and workplace happiness of all buildings goes down. So technically it's going to net us more money at the cost of losing a little bit of support, but I suppose that's fine.
As the old saying goes, the customer is never wrong. No matter how ridiculous or preposterous their requests are, a respectable establishment will always accommodate their customers, no matter how petty or inconsiderate they may be. Which is precisely why it's time for Tropico's tourism industry to take a step into the right direction. We need to shift our focus away from the well-being and comfort of our employees and onto our paying customers. Remember, a disgruntled employee can be replaced, but a disgruntled customer is lost forever.
So service quality of... Hopefully this isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and issue this. Customer service. So let's go and look at... Like all of our buildings should take a hit to efficiency. Yeah, customer service. I mean, I guess we're willing to do this anyways, but even buildings like this one isn't set to tourist only, and it's still going to take a hit to service quality, which is kind of annoying, but hopefully it doesn't affect our support too much. We really need this electricity, and I'm trying to think of a way that we can... You know what maybe we could do is let's look in residential occupancy and let's see if there's... Yeah, like this house here, no one's living in it. If we pause this... Ooh, that building wasn't electrified, was it? It wasn't. That one isn't either. I'm trying to come up with like a get out of jail free card. You know what? This building would probably do better to pause it. It's gonna give us some electricity. Let's see if there's something else minor that we can pause. I don't want to pause that. Maybe what we can do is pause this building. Oh no. We're so close. Radio station. I mean, maybe what we can do is pause this telepheric station. Yeah, let's pause the telepheric station. So that's going to force people to come down to the dock and boat over, which I'm definitely willing to let that slide if it means that we can get our research lab up and running sooner. So because of that, decreases upkeep, requires additional power, so we don't want to do cloud computing, right? So artificial neural network seems like a good upgrade. It'll continuously generate 1 knowledge per day on base efficiency, independent from the presence of workers. That's really good. So let's go ahead and potentially even just hire in a bunch of foreign workers. And let's go on to ×4 speed here. And let's hope that on the max budget, once this next set of employees shows up, hopefully we're going to generate lots and lots of research points. 64k. Let's deliver a good speech. Acknowledge an issue. What's lowest? Look at this. Everything's getting really high up. This is really nice for us. Let's do job happiness. Let's praise, I suppose, the capitalist. Blame no one. Promise nothing. And then we can click on the broker. No, not today. That's okay.
Soon, my people, everyone will have tolerable pay, bigger bosses, and harder work. Our ongoing prosperity is supported by the capitalists, with thanks. We're grateful for the many fulfilling jobs you create for my people, and your progressive attitudes towards taxation. So vote El Presidente for the future that you deserve. All of you. Viva Tropico!
21 research points generated per day is pretty good. Hopefully we can generate enough. Looks like we're gonna make it. It's gonna be close. Hopefully not too close. So 2 knowledge generation a day. Hopefully some people come back and continue to work in the building before this time period's up. Looks like we'll make it, hopefully. 100 days, that's 6 points. It's gonna be close, but I really don't want to deal with any ultimatums happening. So yeah, we're gonna get it done. Okay, thank goodness. Went into times 4 speed, just wanted to make sure that that happened correctly. Oh look, chocolate, a chocolate export. Is there anything that we can get rid of? A milk export, I mean, I'm willing to cancel that for a chocolate export. Let's go through, make sure that our customs office is on stimulate exports. Come to the trade menu, almost 40% more money for the chocolate. 50,000 units, let's sign that. Very good. Then we can do special tax and press play. And once the research, no. It's going to happen. Hopefully it happens. I mean, it'll be really close. Hopefully someone shows up and starts working in that building. In our research station. Okay, so we just now finished it. Marriage rights, let's go into the Constitution. And let's do, they want a traditional marriage, right? Let's make sure. Traditional marriage. Okay, so we had 41 days left. Let's just get this over with and hopefully hopefully they will forgive us over time. To help them forgive us, what we wanted to do is enact where is it? Contraception ban. So that's going to be next up. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that too much as time goes on. We made a lot of money and hopefully our factions are gonna do well for a while. So now let's check on conservative opinion. Still pretty low. They're not over our research lab being built up, but that's okay. So I would like to do an edict that makes them happy, which will give us some breathing room to sort of to this one right here could be good, but if we make the conservatives happy, it'll give us some breathing room to set up more wind turbines without quite making them too upset. Good old days, it's going to decrease intellectual standing by 15, increase conservative and religious standing by 10, which will help. So maybe what we'll do is actually cancel researching contraception ban, and instead let's go ahead and do good old days. We can get that way quicker anyways, and I think it'll be a lot better. Okay, so we made a lot of money. Let's go ahead and first off check on our population. A handful of unemployed people. Let's fill in this entire area with a bunch of housing and brand new stuff. Let's go. My brain is not working.
This is business news on Canal Uno. The Strengthened Trade Route Initiative, which has suppressed non-trade route export prices, came to an end today when the organizational body behind it disbanded to pursue solo projects.
Something I haven't really taken into consideration is the fact that a lot of this housing isn't being affected by a new newspaper building, which you definitely want to try and stay on top of as much as possible. So let's go ahead and construct a new newspaper here. That'll be nice. We have a high school already down. We have a college down. Let's go ahead and build up some new touristy buildings. First things first, let's get down some brand new hotels. Hopefully this is the correct way. It is. Let's do 2 like that. Then I suppose 1 like this is probably fine. And we can fill this area in with a couple of brand new apartments. Let's do 1 here. And I suppose 1 here. Let's go ahead and quick build all this. We're kind of rolling in the money right now. What I definitely want to do is let's go through and build up. I want to build up 1 thing for sure, a new theater. Oh, you know what? I think I misbuilt that. That's okay. Let's build this theater up, I guess, here. As long as there isn't one too close nearby. So let's go ahead and build that up there. And let's build up some new stuff for tourists. What I kind of think might be neat is something like this. And then let's simply construct a road down to the front of it like this, I think. And then what we can do is, first off, we can build a flop house somewhere. Yeah, I think there looks fine. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I guess that building's going to be constructed. That's fine. Let's go and quick build this, quick build that. And then what I want to do is, let's build a new parking deck, I'm thinking here. And then we can make like a bit of a plaza in this area here with all the leftover space. First things first, tourism. I do want to set up a new souvenir shop. So let's put that there. And then we can simply construct parks around. So let's do one there, this like this I suppose. And I'm kind of thinking this one. Perfect. Let's watch all this get instantly built on up. Quick build these two other final buildings. Perfect. Parking deck, max budget. Hotels, max budget. We can do Hotel Camarote. Let's do flop houses, max budget. Max budget. Souvenir shop, max budget. Make it for tourist only. This casino, max budget, tourist only, and double or nothing. Perfect. And let's go ahead and make all of the apartments max budget as well. Even though most apartments don't need it. A lot of them do need it though. But I'm not totally sure which ones it is. I think we can unpause this. It's not requiring electricity. Any of them that don't require electricity, we can actually increase their budgets. 101 seems fine. Like this one here has a housing quality of 97, so we don't need to push it to the max budget. Let's go and quick build this theater down the road. Let's go ahead, max out its budget, leave this for our population, improv theater. We want a lot of these theaters around on the improv theater work mode. That's going to help get us more support over time with the amount of intellectuals we have. So if we have a lot of intellectuals, there's a high probability that they'll come to this building. And improv theater, if the intellectuals visit, it'll increase intellectual standing, which is nice. Let's see how much. Nice. Current modifier, -20, and we have a relation over 100. That's really, really good. So this is saying that the European Union here has a relationship that's maxed out, and this building is decreasing their opinion. And even though the opinion penalty is maxed out as well, we still have a maxed out relation. So that's really, really good. And yeah, technically that's just like as good as it can get. We're making $1,000 a month from this building. That's really cool. And it doesn't require people to work in it. And we're also getting a bonus to car and chocolate production. Really, really cool stuff. What I'm kind of thinking is, what we can do is maybe, yeah, I definitely want to do as much work as I can here, but let's fill in this area as much as possible. Let's just get it all done. First things first, let's go ahead and check unemployed. We have a couple of college educated people, no open college educated jobs. So every time we notice that, we want to build up a new office building. So let's do this one here. Yeah, I like this idea. Let's do that, and then let's go ahead and build a new modern apartment sort of on the opposing corner over here. Yes, I really like the way that looks. So let's go ahead and do that. And then perhaps we can do yet another. Well, first off, let's check. Yeah, okay, so we want a couple more vacant jobs. Not too many, but a couple more will be nice. Oh, I just put this modern apartment up to be constructed, but we don't have the electricity for it. We definitely want to wait for good old days to happen before we do anything like that. So anyways, we're making lots and lots of money, and I suppose we can just kind of chill out and wait a bit. Research lab is actually was being penalized the most. Let's go ahead and just pause this radio station. I do want to get the research points here. The sooner we get this research done, the sooner we're going to have lots of free electricity. So let's put this in ×4 speed. while we wait it on up. We have no deals here that we're waiting for. Jewelry. Jewelry's already expensive, so if you can get it at a really good bonus, that's a lot of potential money to make. We can actually do one wind turbine here. Let's go and do that one. Go and quick build it. Nice. We can just control click any of them, 64 RPM, any of them. And that should give us a fair bit of extra electricity. So let's go through and now start unpausing buildings. That's the first thing that we want to manage. So it looks like we're already running into issues with spare electricity. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Let's click on, yeah, see the conservatives. We don't want it to drop below 30. So let's give it a bit of time. Newspapers, they like casinos, they hate wind turbines. They hate the research lab that we made. Okay. The religious factions already are also upset with us. They hate the flop house casinos, the apartments. That's okay. Alright. So here we have good old days done. So let's go and enact it. Cold War, good old days.
It's so fast these days, and these new haircuts are too scary for the old folks. There are those who would like a return to more traditional values, and the haircuts that go with them, like the pudding bowl and the backhand sides that are short. We cannot travel through time, but we have the next best thing. Vintage clothing. Skirts that go all the way down, and hats that go all the way up.
Cool. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And that is nice for us, and that's going to give us, let's see if our support goes up from 64. It actually went down because we're making the intellectual faction upset. But it's going to even out the religious faction, the conservative faction, and because the conservatives are a bit happier, we can afford momentarily to build up a total of 2 wind turbines. So lots of electricity for us, which will mean lots of potential expansion. So control click there, control click there. Press play for a second. 146 spare megawatts. So let's unpause. First things first, let's unpause our buildings. And hopefully we can get away with it. Is there anything else I need to come unpause over here? I don't think so. Okay, very good. So that means we can unpause this modern apartment and press play. I do want to make sure that all of our apartments have solar panel windows, which one of them does not. So that means there's a bunch of spare electricity that we can have momentarily. Oh, see, it's the unbuilt building, I reckon. Well, I'm going to vote freely. I'm not worried about losing any elections anytime soon. Anytime that's like going to be close, you can always do tax cut, get a fair bit of support, additional support, and that will net you some good. Sorry, that will net you good support for a bit of money, which is always a good thing. Here we can go with solar panel windows. And now that we're doing pretty good, let's go into ×1 speed, hang out for a bit. 107 there, that's fine. 76, we still aren't producing every single food type. What are we missing? Fish, coconut, do we have the shellfish being produced? We do. Food variety, oh, wow, look at that. We're actually importing like juice or something like that, right? Yeah, we're importing juice. And that's going to last sort of forever, so we don't even really need to worry about a juicery right now. And are we producing cheese? How are we even getting cheese? We're importing cheese from Europe as well. Cheese and juice, we don't need to worry about those. So that's telling me that really we only need to worry about this one industry building, which is a cannery. If we can import cans, then we'll be sort of up huge, but maybe we don't really need to worry about that too much right now. Service quality is only 76. Something you can do to get some free food quality is food for the people. It increases communist standing while decreasing capitalist standing. So, sort of evening these two out. But, I mean, I think it's tremendously worth it. So let's check it out. 59 support. It'll probably go down a little bit. Yeah, losing 2% support. But it's going to end up netting us more support, I think, in the long run, because we're getting a higher service quality on every food producing building. Well, building that gives food, right? including our grocery. So just with the inclusion of one singular cannery, and if we put it on the max budget as well as the supply local market work mode, then it should drastically increase our groceries effectiveness, so much so that we should probably get 100 service quality on all of our groceries just from having one cannery. Anyways, we're making a lot of money, but we can't sadly spend this money because the conservatives are going to get upset. So we just need to play the waiting game. -13 from the wind turbines. Luckily, the religious faction isn't quite as upset anymore as well. All very good things. So we just need to hang out. Maybe the broker can help us out. Yeah, look at that. +5 conservative standing. It's going to cost half of our Swiss bank money, but that means that we can build one whole additional wind turbine, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and go do that. And let's go ahead and max out the budget. 64 RPM it. And you know what? I am sort of getting tired of having to wait tiny bits for tiny bits. Let's do a nuclear power plant, and I'm thinking perhaps we can put it around here-ish. You know what? Maybe here. I kind of don't want it up on the hill there. Reason being is that, of course, the higher your wind turbines are in elevation, the more electricity they'll generate, and I'd rather use this entire plateau here for nothing but wind turbines as time goes on. So let's find a place down on the beach. Right there seems fun. And let's go ahead and do what I'm thinking is a warehouse for all spare uranium. That could be really good. Good idea. So let's put that there. Then let's find what I'm thinking is, let's do a Teamsters port right around here. Literally anywhere will work in this area. Let's quick build all of this up. Like I said, we have so much money that we can afford to do this. And let's build a road down this way and then up this way. Then let's go into the trade menus, and what I want to do is actually not, maybe we can produce our own. Let's see if we can find a good spot for, not a ranch, but an automated mine. Let's see if we can find a good spot for uranium. Ooh, there is a good spot, but sadly we've constructed all of our wind turbines here. Alternatively, we could do it here, right next to the palace, but I kind of disagree with the aesthetics of that. Hey, look at this spot. Could be good, but like I said, it's going to be... I mean, I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's try and conserve as much space as possible here. Construct this down on this way, and then up on this way, come to here. And we can go around like that. I think that looks good. So technically didn't need this Teamsters port. Let's just go ahead and demolish it. So Teamsters port's going to be out of the way. Maybe I should have left it. Yeah, let's cancel the demolition. What I was originally thinking is that we could have gotten rid of like one trade and went and looked for a uranium import. Could have been really good. Uranium. Pirates. I think uranium's going on an uptrend because there's no reason that the pirates should be charging this much, so perhaps this is the best method. Let's go ahead and quick build this automated mine. Let's go ahead and max out the budget, and let's do waste not protocol. We want to do that on all of our automated mines. Protective sphere decreases pollution by 10. We don't really need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and press play, and hopefully some people come to work in this building. It looks like they are. It's not going to be the most efficient of buildings considering the fact that it's like really far from the population. High probability that they'll either have to walk through some like, you know, really inefficient path, or maybe they'll come and take a boat and then walk up this way. Either way, it's just not going to be the greatest of things, but that's fine. And then we have a nuclear power plant here. Let's put this on the max budget. Put this all for storing uranium. Let's go find uranium. Uranium. Then we can scroll all the way up. There should be uranium and uranium. So there's that. And let's do holding basin. I mean, why not? Maybe what we could do is, Yeah, look, uranium at way more than it's supposed to be worth. Let's go ahead and do it though. Let's just get a 3,000 like unit import. That's fine. Importing gold at a really good. Canceling this for -14. I guess not too worth. Let's try and find something where we didn't promise too much. Exporting bananas. We're not even doing a banana export, so let's cancel that. And let's do uranium for 3,000 units at a really inflated price, but only 3,000 units. That should help to get our nuclear power plant up and running, at least for right now. And once this is running, that'll be like 1,000 megawatts of like freedom that we finally have. We lost a lot of support, and I'm curious as to exactly why. Perhaps because our happiness has been tanking, actually going down over time. That's not great. Fun happiness probably went down a bit. Healthcare seems like it's not doing too great. But with all the spare electricity, oh yeah, uranium was trending. I bet it was going up for a long time. Yeah, look at, is this uranium? No. Yeah, look at that. Uranium went up sharply for the past like 3 years. Way, way, way more expensive than usual, but that's okay. We should be fine. Anyways, pretty soon we're gonna be fairly wealthy. Oh yeah, something specifically I want to do is come here, find uranium, and let's take this little thing off so we're not selling any of our very expensive uranium that we just purchased. We'll be selling it for the amount that we purchased it for, but I'd rather keep it on the island right now. Waste treatment facilities on fire. Do we even have a fire station? I don't think I ever constructed a fire station. That is not good. Let's go ahead and construct 2, considering the fact that we have so much money. Let us do, I suppose, 1 here. Can we fit it? Not really. We can do 1 here, and then let's do another one on this island. This island should be able to service this entire area. Let's do it over here, actually. Kind of like here. Yeah, that's a good spot if you ask me. Let's go ahead and quick build that one. Max out the budget. That's fine. Water pressure jet in all 3 buildings. I guess I did have one. It said 3 buildings. Let's see. Yeah, we do have one. Oof. That's okay, though. Food for the people goes up. Missing power, but yep, look at that. We have the electricity. So look at that, 1,000 spare megawatts. Finally, we can really start to build up whatever we're feeling like doing. So we can't do it too quickly because certain factions are still going to get pretty upset with us, but we can start really doing a lot, I'd say. So let's go ahead and first and foremost build up the entire island here. I might even cut this out real quick and just build up the entire area, like the outline of the roads. So yeah, I'm going to do this real quick. Alrighty, so I weaved around as much as I could. Sometimes what I'll do with certain like city blocks where it's going to be like funky is I'll follow this design here, where you kind of make an indentation. As you can see, it's similar to the block next door, but what is different is the fact that we can still fit in 2x3s, like 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. But now you can see this area here has a road. So still sort of the same design. We can still fit a total of 3 of these 2x3s, but not as much, but doing as much as we can. So we do have a, what's it called, station, a bus station leading over here. Let's move this preferably somewhere. Yeah, okay, so we could even do what I'm kind of thinking is somewhere around here. I guess we can leave it in this corner for now. This means that the entire island will be electrified, and it's sort of out of our way. So let's build up just this first like set of city blocks here. Do as much as we can with as little as we have, and we just need to watch out for support. We're gonna need to get happinesses up again. Fun happiness has taken a pretty significant hit. Liberty is at an all-time high. Crime safety is doing really good. Let's also try and get housing happiness all the way up. We do have all this spare electricity, so real quick what I could do is let's just electrify everything. 12 buildings, it's going to take 1/4 of our electricity. Let's just max out the budgets for everything for now. This should guarantee us a lot of support pretty quickly. Here's a building that is unelectrified. Oops. These buildings should be doing pretty well. Yes, we're looking at hopefully an all-time high pretty soon. Control click, so all the tenements have electricity. That should bring housing happiness pretty much to 100, so that should fly up a bit. Faith happiness is getting a bit low, so let's do a cathedral, new cathedral. Looks like we can fit one here, and I just kind of want to make sure it's not too close to another one. We have a church over here, church there, but we don't have a cathedral here actually, so let's go and do one here, sort of facing out towards the ocean, and in front of it we can build a couple of parks. What I'm kind of thinking, what kind of might be neat is, let's do this, and let's actually do this. Oops, wrong one. Let's quick build this cathedral real quick. We can max out the budget and leave it on rock solid faith, get done in confessionals. But what I kind of think might look kind of cool is if we do this. So sort of have like this green park area out front of the cathedral with a ginormous tree. Hopefully this isn't a bad look, but I think it looks kind of neat. Something I never really thought about doing. So there's that. Fun happiness is at an all-time low, so let's go ahead and do another restaurant in this area. It does look like a lot of our buildings are getting consumed up in terms of people very constantly using them. No space like that. I wanted to do like a long line of them here, but what we can do is these two spots here, I believe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and quick build this on up. No dress code. Laser show. We can get that on 2 buildings. 48 megawatts. I'm willing to do it. Max out the budget here. Let's go to freezer here. I mean, that's fine. 87 service quality. Hopefully that can help out a bit. 92. Nightclubs seem like they're really, really good. Especially for our population. Our stadium service quality went down a little bit, but I mean, there's not much else we can do. Increases fee 25. Wage increase 3. Increases upkeep. So yeah, we're not going to be making too much. Or, well, I guess 93 service quality is good enough, honestly. Either way, I do want to quickly fill in this area with whatever else we can. So what I'm thinking, maybe what might be a good idea is let's check population, homeless families. Yeah, there's not a single poor house left. Poor housing. So let's do a tenement. I think I like the way this might look here, a blue one. I feel like the blue one always fits in amongst your like taller buildings. Max out budget, electrification, armed caretaker. Support should be steadily going up as we make all these new decisions. Healthcare, let's go ahead and do a hospital. I don't think I've done one of those yet. Yeah, I haven't even unlocked it yet. I think here might be a good spot. Can't do it all the way over there. Yeah, I think I like this, and then we can do parks in front of it again. Sort of like our cathedral over there. I mean, I'm sort of down for anything, any sort of design. What I'm kind of thinking might look good though is just one of these. And yeah, let's also do another park here on the side. That looks fine. Of course, max out the budget. We can do ambulance treatment and hospitalization wing, which means a lot of people can visit this. As you can see, there's lots of visitor slots. 96 service quality, which should be higher than our current healthcare happiness, which is only 69. So this is telling me that we should probably build another hospital somewhere. Maybe we can build one out here. Oh, we already had a cathedral, but still, more cathedrals is good. Let's build another hospital. Let's do one here, I suppose. And we can quick build this one as well. Max out budget, ambulance treatment, and hospitalization wing. Perfect. So hopefully that completely deals with all of our healthcare issues. As you can see, support's already flying up. Let's look at overall happiness. It's starting to go up a little bit. It should go up very, very quickly. Then all we need to do is make sure our factions are happy. Intellectual faction definitely going to constantly be up due to improv theaters. As you can see, it's already up to a plus 20, which is really good. Let's go ahead and throw down some parks in front of this place. I'm kind of thinking the same sort of vibe. Turn off random variations. There we go. Looks good. A little bit of time and we should have support at a very, very good spot. Okay. So, yeah, I'm really liking the way that all this is turning out. Max out the budget on the offices, of course. Water coolers, why not? Let's check spare electricity. How are we doing? 637 still. That's alright. Let's check in on population. Unemployed. College, there's 0. We got a lot of spare college shops. So I don't want to build an office, a new office up quite yet. Let's check in on residential occupancy. How are we doing on all of that? All of this is looking pretty filled. That's good. This is sort of telling me that we can do a bit more touristy buildings. Let's check fun coverage. No, fun quality. Yeah, we need some new fun buildings for our population. As you can see, a lot of our houses are not doing too amazing out here, like that one and this one. So we should build some fun buildings up for our population to enjoy. I mean, anything will do, really. Could build some additional restaurants up. I kind of like the idea of just doing like a restaurant like this and then putting perhaps maybe just like a ginormous plaza here, a 2x2 park could be good. Let's go ahead and do that. We can do this, quick build up this restaurant. Of course, do freezer upgrade, max out the budget, 87 service quality, good enough. Let's check in on unemployed versus vacant jobs. We could do something that requires a high school education. What about a gourmet restaurant? How many rich people do we have? Do we have a lot? We can click on people, go to wealth. Not an insane amount. I don't think enough to really be doing too many job sites that are for rich people. We could do a casino, which requires high school education. And there's already one right there, though. A cabaret. Ooh, a cabaret requires a high school education. Yeah, let's do that. One cabaret for our population right across the street from the hospital. I wonder what the description said. Since the invention of the piano, there was an urgent need to create the cabaret, so that the instrument could be used to accompany absurdly dressed dancers singing irritating show tunes. Okay. Playback equipment. What can we get this on? 2 buildings, 50 megawatts, 10K. That's fine. Let's max out the budget. 83 service quality. Burlesque. This is going to increase fee, but people need to be rich, so we don't want to do that. Okay, definitely don't want political acts either. Although I always kind of thought it'd be interesting to do political acts. Like, I want to find like a use for political acts. Every time I see this, I like can imagine it. Doing a political act in like, I don't know, just like for a show. Interesting. If we increase the service quality, or not service efficiency very high, we could get this, what is this? Imagine like 15% higher, 135, 135% of 55. Wouldn't be too amazing though. Like, we'll just get a way higher liberty quality. I mean, maybe if you only built cabarets for your population and then you decrease the liberty very low, specifically trying to get it very low, and then their only option was to go to cabarets, provides a liberty value of 55 to citizens. So it's like, even if their liberty value outside and, you know, like everywhere else on the island is low, every time they go to a cabaret, it'll go back up to 55. Or, well, 135% of 55. Kind of an interesting idea, but potentially something that I'll get around to doing someday. It just depends. Rock solid faith, and support was supposed to have been going up, but it seems like it's kind of going down. Waste treatment facility was... Oh, I demolished it. How not smart of me. Public services. Let's go ahead and put this one back up. Quick build it. Weapons. The weapons deal is finally done. Let's max out the budget. Oh, we are making so many research points that we can start researching stuff. Do I want to do contraception ban still? It'll free up the religious faction from hating us for a while, but what I want to do right now is continue building up our new island area over here. And what I kind of want to do is actually get rid of these by modernizing them. Let's go and modernize these two. And then we can max out their budgets and do solar panel windows. Okay. So now we have 2 of these done. And because this one has like a funky corner here, as we can see, I kind of want to do like a plaza here, specifically a plaza. So let's just do that by doing a 2x3. Can do this one. And then let's do what I'm kind of thinking is like a backwards office. That could be really, really cool. No, let's do a new skyscraper hotel facing into this plaza. That would look really nice, I'd say. Let's go ahead and max out the budget, or quick build it. Max out budget. Action floor, wellness floor. Housing quality is only 77, which isn't great. Okay, that should be fine though. Very, very good. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is looking. So now we can just focus this entire area on building up a bunch of skyscraper buildings and getting a lot of money down. Which will be really nice. Downtown fire station, very cool to see. I mean, one of these fire stations I should get a helicopter on, just at least one. Let's do the most central of located ones. And we'll focus on that a little bit. Our support is going up, which is really good. Good old Days has leveled up. Let's see what that entails. Potentially a lot of good things for us. And so the conservative faction's even happier, and then the intellectual faction's even happier. So that's really good. And so because of this edict here, it's going to give bonuses to our tourist rating. And every time that I'd read this previously, I wouldn't take into account that as it levels up. As you can see, the second sentence, first one, citizens wear old-fashioned clothes. Second sentence increases the tourist rating by 4, plus 3 for each fort, plus 1 for each guard tower, up to a cap of 17. So we get the 4, right? So then let's say we did what? 3 forts would be 9, plus the 4 we get is 13. And that leaves us a total of 4 guard towers. And all of that together would equal the cap of 17, which would give us a plus 17 point bonus to. I don't think it's just one particular tourist type. I think it's all tourists. And our current tourist rating is 90, which is really, really good. So you imagine if it was 17 points higher, we would be at the cap. I believe the cap is 100 at least, but that would be really, really good. We'd have a maxed out tourist capacity or tourist rating, which would mean that tourists should be showing up as quickly as possible. Tourist port. Interesting. We're potentially going to need to start building up some new tourist arrival buildings. Maybe we can build our first one now with an airport. I don't want to sacrifice too much like land for this, but we just might have to. If I do something like this, then we're going to need to build all the nearby buildings too low unless I want them clipping through, which I never really like to see. I mean, it would probably be in our best interest to get this down though. I don't want to sacrifice like too many city blocks. Like the less that I have to do, the better, I would say. This area here would make me pretty happy if we could do it, honestly. It's going to cost a lot of money and it's kind of annoying to have to do so, but I'm going to relocate everything literally 1 block in this direction. Okay. Super worth though. All for the name of aesthetics, right? And now we can tourism airport. Ooh. Perfect. Look at that. It fits snug like a glove. Cool. So let's go and put that in. Quick build it on up.
Welcome to the jet age with a newly constructed Esteban Memorial Airport.
So this means we can max out the budget. We can get duty-free shops, of course, in-flight meals. Sure, metro station. Big thing, metro station. Economy airliner. We can do potentially other work modes here, but probably luxury airliner to get lots of, actually no, just economy airliner, so rich people show up. And let's see what the capacity is. Airport, 0 out of 50. I thought it would have been way higher. Only 50. That's not good. Maybe it's because we don't have as many people working in it as we're supposed to. Either way, hopefully that gets pretty good. And now rich people should be showing up at a pretty good rate, which means that we can start filling in this entire area with as many skyscraper hotels as we want. So we only want to do this as we have room for it. And so what we should do is also build up some, what I'm thinking are, we can do a bunch of metro stations around, which will really help in keeping our housing quality up. Let's do one here, and then let's potentially, well, let's just quick build this one so we can see. Max out the budget, more light of course, and then of course as we build those up, we're going to need to do police stations. We're going to need to do all sorts of stuff, but amongst all of the things, police stations will be rather quite handy. Let's do a news station, a newspaper there. Police stations, find a police station. Police station. Let's do one here, I suppose, here. Then we can throw in a park here. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. And then I'm thinking maybe a casino. Casino for the people showing up. If I can find a casino. Quick build, quick build, quick build. Police station, max out budget, always on duty, second shift, newspaper, max out budget. These are all going to be on deals and profit, I believe. I clicked it before I double checked. Hopefully that doesn't end up biting me in the rear. Tourist only, of course. And everything's looking really, really good. Yes, I really like it. Support's been steadily going up. That's a good thing. And we're going to need something for our population to enjoy. I think a restaurant is in order. Let's do a restaurant here. Let's do this one here. Quick build up the restaurant. Of course, we want to get our upgrade, our freezer upgrade. Not for tourists only. This is going to be for our population. Hopefully, primarily. What else we can do is I'm thinking yet another metro station, but we want to cover pretty much the entire island in these little circles, these areas of effect. So that means that looks like roughly around 5 of these. A total of 6 should completely cover up this entire island. So we can do one here. If I can see it exactly. Yep. And we can quick build that one on up. It's nice to get all the infrastructure down before you really start filling in an area. What else can we get? This bus station, what we should do is, it belongs to which bus station? It belongs to this one. So let's go ahead and we can see it's ending bus stops there. Let's do the starting bus station here. So now instead of showing up over here, they'll show up right next to this metro station. Very good. So we're going to want to fill in this area with parks anyways. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can put in a 2x1 here. That looks fine. Cool. So that area is all done. Let's do, I think, the same design here. Cool. There we go. And probably going to want to do yet another police station at some point. We have a lot of vacant jobs though, so let's go into times 4 speed. We're just making so much money. I'm trying to spend it quickly, but things are just going kind of crazy right now. Let's go ahead and look, now that that building's completely full, the airport. Let's see if the tourist capacity, no, it's not changing. 50 people can show up. That's kind of not that great. Maybe people show up more consistently, but I guess we'll just have to see once the first one shows up. But this area is looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Like I said, you definitely want to get as much. Like, let's look at crime safety. It's starting to get like pretty good. It's pretty bad over here. We need another police station, of course. Liberty should be doing all right in this area, considering the fact that we have so many. Yeah, look at the island, man. Everywhere, it's like 95. It's looking really good. That's a lot of Liberty. So Liberty should be maxed out just all the time. There should be absolutely no rebellion, and as long as we keep the foreign relations nothing below like 30, no foreign spies should show up to sort of like ruin our day. Let's go and look at our radio stations. How are our radio stations doing? Not really how are they doing, but what are they doing is what I'm more concerned with. We have one here. It affects almost the entire island, but it's on radio now. So let's do another radio station in this area on the same work mode. I think that'll be good. And right here seems fine. Go and quick build it. Max out budget, radio now, get the upgraded music all day. It's going to make this restaurant even more effective. 87. Casino, 84 or 82. On tourist only, that seems fine. Double or nothing, very, very good. Let's see if this actually ended up changing. Economy, tourist capacity, no, only airport of 50. But what is nice is that this island here, it's going to be completely linked up with metros all over the place, which means that like a tourist can show up and literally just like spawn pretty much anywhere on the entire island over here, which is pretty nice. We're already getting up to like $1 million. Getting kind of out of hand. Let's build up some more job sites. I think we are doing well enough for that. Additionally, we could do probably another cathedral. Let's just do one, kind of thinking in the like downtownish area. Alongside that, we could do like a hospital here. That seems okay. Let's actually cancel construction. Let's move it forward one space and put a clinic right behind it. I think that's kind of a cool move. And additionally, we can do maybe a shopping mall in this area specifically. Quick build all this up.
Thanks for doing that thing, Presidente. Plus, nobody got fired, and the sponsors are happy.
Save the 2,000 Swiss bank money. Hospital max out budget, ambulance treatment, hospitalization wing, clinic max out budget, and modern diagnostics, and the upgrade there. Max out budget here. We can do packing service, luxury outlets, air conditioning. Packing service, what does this do? Decreases job quality while service times go down, which is pretty alright. Service quality is pretty high up, that's fine. Can max out the budget on the cathedral, then in confessional. And then we can come in here and do 2 simple parks. I think this is fine there. And now we can make like a nice big looking plaza out front of this one building here. What I'm kind of thinking, let's do a 2x1 here, or 2x2, and then we can, oh, it's got the fancy bricks with more fancy bricks on the side, so let's do this then. Lots and lots of fancy bricks. This entire plaza here, this entire city block is nothing but fancy bricks. That's kind of cool. It's actually really cool. We're just making so much money. Populations still have plenty of good stuff going on. Lots of families need new housing, but there's lots of options all over the place. Let's look. Residential occupancy. Yeah, this area needs more. This island here is doing fine. This area needs more. So let's do more here.
As much as the people enjoy sleeping under the stars and huddling together for warmth at night in their ramshackle lean-tos, it might be plans for housing.
Let's go and do this.
Development fund, we can make it so much cheaper to build accommodation that we can soon turn our beautiful islands into smoggy cities before we even have time to think twice about why we are doing it.
So we just electrified these apartments, max out their budgets, and now there's a bunch of extra housing there. That's all good housing. This area is going to need some additional housing. Let's go ahead and throw in some modern apartments over here to get started. What I'm thinking is we can do this one here, and then perhaps we can do this one here. Yes. Vacant homes, lots of them. Vacant jobs. Need more. Let's think here. Let's see. What do we need? We have lots of college and uneducated jobs. And we need a lot of high school education jobs. I guess we can just do another casino straight up. Let's go ahead and put this one down here. Quick build it, max out budget, double or nothing. There's something else that requires. Yeah, let's do a cabaret downtown. That might be neat. We can do this one here. Quick build it. Let's leave this one for our population, and then let's make this for tourist only. Max out budget. Leave everything. Playback equipment. Okay. How are we doing on electricity? 218. What I'm kind of thinking might be a good move is to just get down another uranium power plant now before we have to worry about it. I'll probably be fine. This building should be full with all of our spare uranium. How's this building doing? Let's see what it's produced in its lifetime. It won't really tell us. Hopefully it's good enough. Let's check in on what I should have been doing this entire time is checking the conservative faction and building up any wind turbines any chance we got. Kind of a misstep by me. It's 2, 3. I think we can get away with 4 right now. Max out budget, 64 RPM on it all. 324 megawatts spare. So just kind of eking in as much spare electricity as we can. Definitely a good thing. Let's check support. Let's check happinesses. How are they doing? Food's good. Healthcare is doing better. Fun's doing all right. Faith should go up. Job quality is always going to be low. Crime safety is doing all right. Let's make it a little bit higher by doing more police stations wherever they're needed. Right next to all of the metro stations is probably going to be our best bet, of course. Let's demolish this one up and do a larger park to their side here. 2 by 2. That's probably fine. Yep, should be fine. Max out budget, of course. Always on duty. Second shift. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Things are looking pretty good for us here. Residential occupancy. Workforce occupancy. We should probably build up something for a poor population. The poor population around here. A tenement, of course, probably works best here. Let's go ahead and put this one here. Quick build. Max out budget. Armed caretaker. Electrification. Things are looking good. I think we're doing really, really good. Making more money than we can really spend at this point. Conservative faction. Happy enough to let us build up yet another wind turbine. So let's go ahead and do that. Max out budget, 64 PM. Why is the religious faction so upset? No free lunch, good old days. Apartments they hate, cabarets they really hate. So we gotta be careful with the cabarets and the religious faction. Gotta remember that. Rock solid faith, things are looking really good. Really liking the way that this is all coming together. Good support. Good enough, I suppose. And lots of very good things happening. What's really nice is restaurants actually increase food quality nearby. Let's do fun quality. How's this all looking? It's looking fine there. Looking better here. Last time we checked there was a lot of orange and a bit of like red. It looks like the poor people here don't really have anything to entertain them, so let's do something for poor people to come do. Something that's pretty easy to do is just set up a funfair pier, which we can set one up here. Perfect spot. Max out the budget. We can do extra round and concrete pier. 89. That's really good. What I'm kind of thinking is I didn't really see this area before. Let's just, you know what? Let's do. Maybe what we can do is, like, the first thing you do when you show up is go to the tour office, right? Maybe that would be kind of cool. Let's do that here, and then we can quick build it. Check out the little work modes for it. Make this for tourist only. Hopefully we're making too much money from imports. Insider tips. You need to designate a tour destination. Visitors will travel to the destination. The efficiency is scaled by the beauty at the tour destination and increased by 5% for every entertainment in the vicinity up to a cap of 25. Increases the fee by 100%. Thrill seeking versus backpackers. So let's do insider tips, and we can designate a location by doing set tour destination. Yeah, see, it has to be like an empty area, which is like really annoying, I think. potentially... How far away will it reach? Only to here. Well, you know what? We can do this park here. So let's demolish that. Press play to let it go away. And let's do it. Set tour destination to here. Cool. So there is that. And then let's fill this entire area in with parks. So let's do a 2x2. Of course. Oh, spot's already taken by what? Oh, so we have to do... That's fine, I suppose. Let's do random variations. Boom, boom, and then a 1x1 in the middle. Alright. Luxury liner. Cool. So let's fill in just like whatever else we have kind of hanging about, and I think we are going to be close to the end of this episode pretty quickly. Pretty soonly. I guess we can do this here, and let's build in yet another hotel, I suppose. Quick build that as well. Increase budget, hotel camarote. Increase budget, electrification. Not sure what I want to do here. Maybe we should do something for our population. Are there any restaurants nearby? Not really. One over there, but let's do something for our people. Yeah, let's do a restaurant. Quick build it on up. And a 2x1 here. Of course, max out budget. Freezer. Let's go check in on electricity. How's it doing? Oh no, we're running clear out of electricity. That's a good thing, right? Suffering from success. We can do another wind turbine right now. Let's play. Max out budget, 64 RPM. Let's watch it go up just a little bit more. 97 spare megawatts. That's decent. We got like one more space here. We could probably just do like a bunch of parks all up and down this beachfront. And then we got a couple spaces here, a little bit more over here. But I'm not terribly worried about that. Let's do the park idea that I just had. I do want to get that done. Let's see here. We can do 2x2s. We can do a 2x2 here, and then it looks like we can only fit in a 2x1 here. We can only do 2x1s here, so turn off random variations, do this one. Looks like sort of the same deal here. Yep. So let's do, I'm thinking, just kind of mix it up a little bit, do what we can. Maybe we'll finish that area over there later on. Oh, this area is the 2x2 area. So let's do a 2x2. Suppose something like that is fine. And almost a 2x3 could fit there. We could fit a 2x3 long ways this way though. So let's do that. 2x3. Suppose that's fine. Can we fit a 1x1 here? We can. We could fit a 2x1 here. And then a 1x1 here, of course. So let's do that. And I'm kind of thinking this with that. That looks good. So this area, this whole beachfront is officially finished, and we're starting to really bring it all together. Yeah, look at this go. As time continues to go on, construction is going to make this entire island here. This island's going to serve as a really great like foreground shot, I think. And so like, let's say we got all that done over there, could put this big area, the big island in the foreground. And we'll just kind of fill out all of those little islands in our archipelago, the entire archipelago out. But for now, I think this is a good shot here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to follow along with more Tropico 6 series like this, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.